Hello, thank you for having us. It is our pleasure to be here. Our music is a black/death metal mixed with a bunch of other additions like thrash metal, doom metal, etc. So it covers quite the wide range. And following that, we think that Doomsday Factory as an album is something that every old school extreme metal fan can enjoy. We're on the more melodic end of the spectrum, so if you're into bands such as Hypocrisy, Bolt Thrower, Gorefest, Asphyx, God Dethroned, Behemoth, maybe even Belphegor, there will be something for you to enjoy in that album. Um, in the end, though, our main goal is to carve our own path, to stay original. So, in the very least, what you get to enjoy is our own approach and our own style.
Doomsday Factory is our debut album, but we also released a debut EP last year in February entitled New Age God. Fans can expect a lot of headbanging moments throughout the new record, as well as clean and punchy sound from the production. We're really happy with the results and we really hope that fans will like it as much as we do.
For me personally, it's the bands mentioned above, together with other names such as Grave, Necrophobic, Rotting Christ, Cradle of Filth, Montar, Thy Catafalque, amongst many other names. Again, I try to avoid following someone else's path too much. I try to stay original and do my own thing.
We're all different people listening to different music, but specifically for me, I listen to a lot of Behemoth, Dissection, Based, Cradle of Filth and other bands from the thrash, death and black metal genres. So even though I strive to be original, I can say I take inspiration from these bands when I write.
We write quite naturally. It is quite rare that we aim to create a specific piece of music following some specific parameters. Our process is between myself and Ivan, one gets an idea for a song and the other one gets to finish it. I may be the band's lead vocalist, but I'm also a drummer, and my way of writing music is through drums. I write drum tracks, song structures, arrangements. So, in general, for the songs that I initiate, I create a full length drum track, which also signifies the structure of the song. And sometimes I also get an idea for the lyrics and the vocal arrangements straight from the drums, from the rhythm section. And sometimes outside of just the drum track, I also get to provide the vocal track. And sometimes I also have like a more specific idea about what I would like the guitars for the song to be and other melodic elements. So if I have that, I usually provide Ivan with like a written instruction containing that information. And if not, I rely on the information that's already in the drum track and the vocal track to inform the rest of the melodic elements to come in the song. As for lyrics, lyrics are typically, in our case, written after the songs are done. But as I mentioned previously, the opposite has also happened. In fact, we have songs that have been entirely inspired by a set of lyrics. As for the recording process, so far we get to record in the comfort of our own space. For our initial release, the mini album New Age God, we did everything between myself and Ivan, with him also serving as the record engineer and then the sound engineer doing the mix and the master, outside of recording his own vocals and recording all guitars. I got to, outside of recording my own vocals, also program all the drums for the release, and I also drew the cover artwork and some other stuff. And towards the end of the process, we also brought in our bass player who recorded his bass lines. For Doomsday Factory, we went through a similar process with the main differences being that now we used an external uh, to the band sound engineer for the mix and master, our friend Martin Dimov, who is known for his work at Hansen Studios. And then the other major change was that everyone in the band took part in the recording process, recording or programming their respective instrumental parts.
The whole writing, composing, and recording processes are handled by me and Konstantin. We are really good at working together to achieve the band's signature sound and to bring our songs to a satisfying quality, for us, of course. The ideas come out of my guitar riffs, while others come from his drum parts or drum parts with ready vocals on top, as he said before, when he initiates the ideas.
The Bulgarian metal scene is a burgeoning one. There are just so many talented artists and bands. The main problems are that the audience is relatively small and they're ever so careful to choose what to devote their attention to. That makes it hard for a young band, a small band, to attract audience. And then the other thing is that the market itself is kind of low budget, it's kind of poor. So that puts a hard cap on the long term development of any band. Also, the audience in general is kind of conservative, so the amount of experimentation you get from artists on average is kind of limited. Still, though, I think that the scene is developing quite rapidly. There are many, many new bands, and like the next big artist may be just right about the corner.
I can say the Bulgarian metal scene is currently going strong with many different bands being active. Our goal as a band is to stay productive and to upgrade our game not only in the Bulgarian metal scene but also in the European metal scene as well someday.
We're going to promote Doomsday Factory, our first full-length album, with a promo show on May 2nd in our home city of Sofia, Bulgaria. And after that, we aim to embark on a Bulgarian tour, including as many major towns and cities as we can.
In the meantime, we will be supporting some visiting bands. We are actively looking for some festivals to take part in so we can reach a larger audience.